It is completely normal to live by sight, to allow circumstances to shape our thinking. In Psalm 30, David describes two ways of living by sight. On the one hand, life's challenges can make us fearful. We fear declining health or a slumping economy. We suspect the worst possible outcome to our marriage or the future of our children. When we are weeping in the night, we cannot imagine joy coming in the morning, to borrow the language of Psalm 30, verse 5. Our problems defy hope. But the right answer to fear is not self-confidence, another way of living by sight, though David tried that too. He says in verse 6 of Psalm 30, "As for me, I said in my prosperity, I shall never be moved." Success can make us forget the unseen hand of providence. To live by sight is dangerous, whether circumstances tint our vision with optimism or pessimism. What we see and feel can easily overshadow more sure but less seen realities. Life's wavering circumstances are a dangerous guide for our hearts. We must walk by faith, not by sight, Paul says in 2 Corinthians 5:7. Psalm 30 teaches us to look to God in both trouble and prosperity. When David was in trouble, he cried to God for mercy, and God answered him and drew him up from the pit. This is what God's children can always anticipate because this is the trajectory of the ministry of Jesus. God sent his Son from the glories of heaven into the pit of a sinful world. He wept, he mourned, he cried out for help. For a time, God angrily hid his face while his enemies rejoiced over him. Our Lord Jesus sank as low as possible. But the night of weeping gave way to the morning of joy. And when Christ rose again from humiliation, he reserved a place for us in heavenly glory. Our story is bound with his. We suffer with him that we might also reign with him, Paul says in 2 Timothy 2, verse 12. No matter our present circumstances, the cry of the redeemed will be, as Psalm 30:11 says, "You have turned for me my mourning into dancing. You have loosed my sackcloth and clothed me with gladness." And faith believes that the God who shows us mercy is worthy to be praised. The Lord reverses our sad fortunes that we may sing his praise and not be silent. Verse 12. Psalm 30, the superscription says, was for the dedication of the temple. Let us approach God's holy house with gladness and extol the Lord, singing his praises and giving thanks to the one who lifts us up. Psalm 30. I will extol you, O Lord, for you have drawn me up, and have not let my foes rejoice over me. O Lord my God, I cried to you for help, and you have healed me. O Lord, you have brought up my soul from Sheol. You restored me to life from among those who go down to the pit. Sing praises to the Lord, O you his saints, and give thanks to his holy name. For his anger is but for a moment, and his favor is for a lifetime. Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes with the morning. As for me, I said in my prosperity, I shall never be moved. By your favor, O Lord, you have made my mountain stand strong. You hid your face, and I was dismayed. To you, O Lord, I cry, and to the Lord I plead for mercy. What profit is there in my death if I go down to the pit? Will the dust praise you? Will it tell of your faithfulness? Hear, O Lord, and be merciful to me. O Lord, be my helper. You have turned for me my mourning into dancing. You have loosed my sackcloth and clothed me with gladness, that my glory may sing your praise and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give thanks to you forever.